Good day, pupil. You are welcome to today's class. And in mathematics today we have area of rectangle. Area of rectangle. Now I want to believe that we are all familiar with the word rectangle because it is a shape, it's a four-sided shape. But the word area is the total surface covered by an object. That is total space an object covered. So let's go to that definition. We have area is the total surface covered by an object. Now, for us to be able to find the total surface that is covered by an object, that means there will be a need for us to make use of the dimensions of this particular object. So let's see what a rectangle is. I know we can identify what a rectangle, but a rectangle is a four-sided shape with its opposite side equal. That is, the sides that are facing each other are equal. Now let's draw a rectangle and see what we mean or what we have from that definition. So this is a rectangle. Now look at this particular shape. We said a rectangle is a four-sided shape with its opposite sides equal. Now this side and this side, they face each other. This side and this side, they face each other. While this side and this side also face. So this side is opposite to this side. And when we look at it very carefully, we see that this side is equal to this side, as well as this side is also equal to this side. Now from our rectangle, we must be able to determine, because when we look at it, the sides are not equal. I told us that these two sides are equal, and we can see that they face each other. So from a rectangle, we have a longer side and the other side that is shorter than the first one we have. So the longer side is known as the length. It's known as what? The length. While this other side, which is the shorter side, is known as the breadth. So we have length and breadth. Length and breadth. So for us to be able to calculate the area that is occupied, because we said that area is total surface covered by an object, calculate the total area occupied by this particular rectangle. So we have the area to be equal to length multiplied by breadth. So we have length multiplied by breadth, and we can just use the first letters to multiply. So we have length times breadth. So to calculate the area of a rectangle, we have length times breadth. Alright, now let's move to the first example. And let's say example 1. Example 1 says, find the area of rectangle of length 5 centimeter and breadth 2 centimeter. So example 1 says we should find the area of the rectangle of length 5 centimeter and breadth 2 centimeter. So to solve this, now for us, it is always good for us to write out these dimensions, which are length and breadth. When we write it out, that will make it easy for us to be able to identify the length and the breadth. So we are told that the length is 5 centimeters. So I have my length as 5 centimeters, while the breadth from the question is 2 centimeters. And we should not forget, we write out the area. Area equals what? Good. Length times breadth. Length times breadth. So the length given here is 5 centimeters, and the breadth given is 2 centimeters. Now let's multiply 5 times 2. Good. 10. 5 times 2 will give us 10. Now, there's something we have to pay attention to here, which is what? The unit. Unit here is centimeter. This one also is centimeter. Now I multiply 5 by 2. 5 times 2 gave me 10. That means there's a need for me to also multiply the unit together. Now centimeter times centimeter will give us something that is a bit different from what I have here. Centimeter times centimeter will give me what? Centimeter square. Now we may want to question that how come it has become centimeter square. We should not forget that when we did square of numbers and we have numbers like find the square number of 2, we always write 2 raised to power 2, which simply means 2 multiplied by 2. That is 2 multiplied itself 2 times. That's why we have 2 raised to power 2. So since I multiply centimeter by centimeter, then centimeter will be written as centimeter raised to power 2. Now, when we are calculating area, this is very important for us in our answers because it is different from ordinary centimeter. This raised to power 2 has really defined this unit that we have calculated area. So if I write 10 centimeter, it will be wrong. So I want you to pay much attention to that so that you will not be penalized even after you have gotten the right number as your answer. Now let's quickly look at the second example. Example 2. Example 2 says find the area of the shape below. So we have the shape, it's going to be a rectangle. So here I have 4 meter, here I have 12 meter. Now can somebody tell me which side of the rectangle is the length? Which number is representing the length? Good. So we have the length equals to 12 meter, while the breadth is what? 4 meter. Wonderful. Now, after we have listed out the dimension, that is the length and the breadth of this particular rectangle, then we calculate the area of the rectangle. Now, the formula of the area of the rectangle is what? Length times breadth. Length times breadth. So from what we have here, the length given is 12 meter and the breadth is what? 4 meters. Now let's try to multiply. Now 12 multiplied by 4 will give us what? Excellent. We have 48. And don't forget what we did in the first example. After we have multiplied the numbers together, the unit here is what? Meters. Unit here is in meters. So meter multiplied by meter will give us what? Wonderful. So we have meter square. I told you that this unit really tells us that what we calculated is what? The area of the shape. The area of the shape. Now we have come to the end of the class, and like I said earlier, that when we have the shape, we must be able to identify our length and breadth, because the length is the longest side while the breadth is the shorter side. Then after we have multiplied, our unit must be what? Must be in square to actually signify that we have calculated the area of that shape. So when you follow these steps that we have taken while solving this, you won't have any difficulty in solving the exercises that will be given at the end of the class. Alright, see you next time, and God bless you.